Today we're going to make a self-watering garden wall out of 4x4s. To cut a 4x4 with a circular saw, I'm going to have to make two passes. So I'm going to use a speed square to make pencil marks all the way around the 4x4. Next I'm going to mark the location of the area that I want to carve out to make room for the plants. I'm going to clamp the 4x4 down to the table so that I can use both hands for drilling. I'm going to drill a whole bunch of holes in the area that I marked, but I also want to make sure that I don't drill too deep. So I used a piece of blue painter's tape to make sure that I have a mark on the drill bit so that I can see how deep I'm drilling. I'm just going to use a hammer and chisel to clean up the holes and smooth out the edges. I used an orbital sander to smooth down the planter. I also did a little bit of hand sanding on the inside of the planter. I drilled a 1/4 inch hole near the bottom of the planter. This will serve as a drainage hole. I need the planter to be waterproof, so I coated it with one coating of polyacrylic finish. I'm going to use 1/4 inch copper tubing along with compression fittings to make the irrigation system for these planters. I'll connect a piece of copper to each side of the valve. And now the side that's going in the planter, I want to drill a bunch of small holes in it to help with the drainage. Now have a planter with drainage in the bottom that I can turn on or off with a little spigot. I'm going to use L brackets to mount these to a wall. I used an empty wine bottle and cork to make the reservoir that'll water the planters. I can set up these wall gardens so that the bottles drip into the planters and the planters drip into each other. For more detailed information, check out my website, and if you want to see what I'm working on next, follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.